Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another day. Today is Tuesday of the challenge, second day of the challenge. So, let me just show you what the market has for us. The market is setting up quite nicely today. So, let me just show you guys what the market has for us today. Hopefully, we make some money today. Alright, so today being Tuesday of the challenge, the second day of the challenge. So, let me just show you guys what the market is doing. What do we have here? We have the break, the retest back into this area. Now, we're waiting for market to do what? We had our break retest. Now, we just need another engulfing on the 4 hour. But for me, I'll be more yes. And one thing I've learned about CHFS, you have to be careful to entries and more strategic. So I'm just simply going to wait for another breakout retest because now, if I go down to the 1 hour, let me show you why. Now, on the 1 hour, you can see the market is forming a head and shoulder, left head, right shoulder, and us we are looking to buy. This is not the reversal pattern I want to be seeing here. We need an impasse head and shoulder pattern to buy. So if I can get a break, a closure above this high, which is confirming the shift bullish, and then I will just wait for that retest to buy this market. That is for NZD CHF. Next pair, Euro NZD. Now, Euro NZD, I'm still waiting for the same thing. Break and retest below here to sell, or a pullback to this area, and then have a sheet of structure to sell. Euro AUD, still waiting for that counter trend to set up. You can see that we are constantly rejecting from this area. So once we break above this area, we can most likely get a retest for the counter trend trade that I have explained earlier on the video. The next pair, Euro GBP. Euro GBP is still same thing. We're still waiting for market to break below this area of interest because of what it has done in the past on the 4 hour. You can see on the 4 hour we have respected this area very well. So we just need a break below here and retest to sell. GBP NZD and Euro NZD is basically the same thing I'm looking for, just whichever one is cleaner. Now Euro GBP NZD looks more ready. You can see we're already closer to my area of interest. Why Euro NZD we're closer to the second area of interest. So let's just see how it goes. Currently we're still bullish on both trades, so we need it to shift bearish for me to be interested. GBP JPY. Now this one is tricky because I needed market to give me a lower low, lower high, then a deeper lower low, but we just went for that deep lower low, and now it's coming back up. So let me look at the 2 hours and see what I can get out here. Okay, now on the 2 hour is where we had that shift. You can see it lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, higher high, higher low, higher, and the market has just been buying ever since. Now I like as the EMA is coming above here, so I'm not going to wait for what a break and retest above this area to buy. So I'm actually going to be interested in this pair very much soon. Which of you yes, very much so interested in this pair. So once I just get a proper break and retest above here, because I could have simply entered from this break and retest here, but no, first and foremost those in the night spreads will be high. So just waiting for you to have the break and retest again. And it's going to be I'm going to have more confidence. Why? Because the EMA will help me here. I'm above my area of interest, confirm the shift of structure on the 2 hours, and on the 1 hour to also confirm the shift break and retest. You can see we're approaching the AMA. So I just need another break and retest, and I'll most likely want my break to be above here, above this line, above this head here. So once I get a break above this head, then I'll look for a retest. Not just a break and retest, but I need a break above this 1 hour high here. Then I'll wait for a retest to enter the trade to the downside. Yeah, the 2 hour is a candlestick rejection from that area. You can see the line I just marked. You can see it's actually respected, have different reactions from this area. You can see it's different reactions unconsciously without even knowing. So I just need market to break above it, retest it, and then I'll be willing to continue the buys for GBP JPY. One of the counter trend trades, you can see we are setting up nicely on NZD USD on the 2 hour. We're having this potential left head, right shoulder. We go down to the 1 hour. Why is actually confirmed left head, right shoulder. Now to make it valid, we need a break below here. So you can see I still need this break move to happen. So once I can get a break and retest below here, I'll be interested in selling this market to the downside. The card, we're above the area of interest. I need it to come in, break retest, aligning with NZD USD, GBP USD above, same thing. We need it to come in for that counter trend trade. Although I think market might just continue to buy from here, but in order for me to, I told you, I'm looking for counter trends on these pairs from NZD USD down. So even if it leaves me, I'm not angry at it. I actually avoided a loss by sticking to my trading plan. So it's actually kind of good too. And USD card was a pair that I analyzed but was not added in the first video, but I added it currently because it was taking longer, but it's ready now, sure. Now let me just show what I'm seeing here. Now on the 4 hour, we have the 4 hour into the area of interest, projected from our psychological level. EMA is approaching, which is good. On the 2 hour, same thing. But now on the 2 hour, now this is the higher low. Because you can see on the 2 hour, we shifted structure bullish. I need the structure to shift back bearish on the lower time frame so that I can enter. The same thing, we shift the structure bullish. I need the shift bearish. So now, two things can happen now. This is the higher low, this is the higher high. So we can have a break. Let me show you guys. So we can have a break to this low and then retest to continue. Or the one which I prefer the most is to have a deeper pullback, a deeper pull into this area, create new highs, and then the break and retest to continue to the downside. So this is what I'm just seeing on GBP, on USD card, and the final pair is AUD card. AUD card, I was looking for a counter trend around here where markets opened on Monday. That was here. I was looking for market to come, but I guess it just kept on going. So even if I wanted to buy, there's no possible entries because this way Monday opened. I cannot just buy off this market. So for now, I think this market is out of the pairs I'm interested in, but I'm just going to leave it here for now. So that's basically trade update. So I'll update you guys again once I'm about to enter any trade or Wednesday. So see you guys till then. Okay guys, so GBP JPY now is what I'm seeing. This is what I was seeing initially. Now once it's analyzing it, once you start to look at the chart too much, you end up seeing things you're not meant to see. So I just had to take my time, go through the technicals again. And now this is what I'm seeing initially. So now my first analysis was based on this, and I'll explain why. Because my first area of interest was drawn because of this consolidation here. But then I had to redraw the actual area of interest, which is this rejection here and this rejection from here. This is just a consolidation box. It's not the actual area of interest on this area. Now, the weekly time frame is obviously bullish. Yeah, but as you can see, we'll be having weekly rejections from here. Now, markets could fill up this week, but I also see markets having a counter trend on the weekly. Now, let me show you guys why I'm saying that. Because the daily now has a very clean double top. Now, the last time I was talking about this double top, I was saying that break and retests, but now I am seeing it for what it is. This is a very clean double top end pattern that whenever I see it is a reversal. And you can see yesterday we closed, because I wanted to know how we closed yesterday. Now, yesterday we closed below it, creating the break. Now, the daily is bearish, we shifted bearish at this point, and we are below area of interest. We broke the neckline of the double top, actively having that retest to continue. Now, on the 4 hour, we are still bearish. Now, I was looking for the 4 hour yesterday, as I explained, to have a shift of structure within this area. We did not have that. We just had a full break below, and now we broke below and we're retesting back this area. Now, the 2 hour and the 1 hour is where market shifted bullish. You can see the 2 hour we are bullish, lower low, lower high, lower low, high high, and the 1 hour we are also bullish. Now, this is where my analysis comes into place. So now, for a buy signal, if I'm going to buy this market, I'm going to wait, as I've said before, for a break above this line, because once I get a break above this line, then I'll be confirming that yes, we're actually going up and we're not having just rejections. I want to have a break here below and engulfing. I say yes, the EMA is going to help me for my trade, but to actually get the counter trend trade, because now the trend is bullish, but this is a counter trend, and the counter trend looks cleaner than the trend based trade. Why? Because on the counter trend, which is the sales, you can have a daily, you can see there's a daily double top, there's a 4 hour double top, also 4 hour double top, and we have the break below retest, and now we just need this an engulfing on the 4 hour. But on the lower time frame, what we need is the shift of structure on the 1 hour. Now, so we need this 1 hour to shift bearish, because you can see the 1 hour is bullish. So we need to have a break below here, below this low here, this particular low here, and then a retest and engulfing to the downside. Same to the 2 hour. We need a break below here. In fact, we need a break below here actually. Yes, we need a break below here if the market keeps going like this. But if you can get market to have a break retest and give me a 2 hour head and shoulder pattern, it looks cleaner. But if we just start breaking down, I'm going to wait until we have a full on break, full break below here. Yes, below here, because this is the 2 hour low. So if market doesn't give me head and shoulder around here, which will shift the market bearish at this area, I'll put away for it to break below here and then a retest again to sell to the downside. Now, if you look my trades, I have some similar trades to Alex: GPNZD, GBP, JPY, USD card, and I think Euro GBP. are also similar to Alex trades, so you can go and check out Alex trades if you want to see it better. But for me, the trades I've chosen this week, I'm going to wait patiently because I have a lot of counter trend trades this week. So counter trend trades are against the trend. So you have to be patient for those trades, and you have to make sure it meets up to the standard. If not, you can just be easily gotten wicked out. Market continue going this direction. So that's basically what I'm saying for GBP JPY. Shit. Welcome guys. So it's Tuesday night now. I think the time now is around 7 o'clock or 8 o'clock. So we missed some very good opportunities. Now I showed you guys USD card on the video. USD card played out nicely, but due to the power shortage which we had, which now there's light, we end up missing for a 1:4, which I was looking for since. So I might end up making some DGen move. And that DGen move is me going outside to look for another pair and adding to my watch list, which I'll end up punishing myself for later. And hopefully I hit TP on it. But GBP JPY is looking nice. I'm just going to show you guys. I'm just giving you a recap. So GBP JPY is looking nice. Some pairs are setting quickly, but the DGen pen I have, it looks very good. That is GBP AUD. GBP AUD has given me almost everything I need to enter this pair. So let me just show you guys. I might end up making the decision this night to enter it during Asian session, or I may just leave it tomorrow. So let me show you guys what I'm looking at. Now let me show you guys what just happened today. So USD card was the pair we're interested in entering. Like this is just total bullshit. As I said in the video earlier today, so you can see GBP JPY, we have this affirmation and engulfing. Perfect. And I just waited for a little pullback, just a little pullback to enter. Now the pullback did not happen as much as I wanted, and just totally sold off. Now, due to the power shortage I had, I was not able to look at this because all of my devices went off. Like I was totally unaware of the whole chart. If I had been aware, knowing myself, after this 4 hour engulfing candlestick, I would have entered this market. I could have pretty much entered this market and ride it on for a, let's see, for like a 1:2 risk to reward ratio. Market nights are what currently at the 1:3. Very beautiful markets, but we missed it. It sucks. So missing it, I'm taking this out of here. Didn't enter the trade. Now GBP JPY is what I'm looking at on GBP JPY. You can see we have that break, retest, engulfing, slow down around this area. So once I'm able to get an engulfing below this low here, I'll consider entering this market very soon. We are heading into Asian session, which this is an Asian pair, so I don't really mind staying up late to enter this market. So I'm actually enter this pair this night, depending. Just waiting for the 2 hours to close. We can get a 2 hour or 1 hour engulfing below this low. It's going to give me pretty much what I need to enter. I can see left head, right shoulder. Now we just need to break from this area, and I'll enter off the break with 85 pip stop loss. So for the remaining markets, let me just do the market updates. Euro NZD, just as I said, either we break from here or we have a pullback. So currently now we're actually having a rejection from this area, a reaction from here. So wait for the break and retest below here. Euro AUD, still waiting for that counter trend trade here, break retest to move. I like as the EM is approaching as market is stalling. So this might be actual tomorrow pair. Euro NZD USD. Now I was looking to have the sell off on this market, right? That is the counter trend trade, but market is following the trend, and since we don't get a counter trend trade, I am saying okay, we are looking to actually do what we're not meant to do, and market is not giving us that. So all we have to do is just what, follow the trend, which is waiting for a pullback to continue this market. So the counter trend trade which I was looking to take did not work out, which is actually good because we are following the strategy. It shows that the strategy works, following the trend. So now all I'm just waiting for now is to follow the trend for the pullback to continue to the upside. Now next pair, Euro GBP, still waiting for a break and retest below here. If I don't get that break and retest below here, I'm not entering. Exactly what I said. This market, you can see that we are actually rejecting here a lot. This place is actually very strong on 4 hours. So I need a break and retest below here. So I'm interested. GBP SZD, we are stalling at this area of interest. I still need market to pull back more and then shift within this area. NZD card. Now NZD card, still waiting for what, an engulfing. I told you I'm not going for the DGen again. For the counter trend, I'm just following the trend. So I'm going to wait for a break and retest above. I'm just going to wait for a break actually, a 4 hour break. Why? Because we already have the break retests, and by the time I get a break from here to confirm the move to the upside, I told you that if I'm buying NZD card, I'm buying NZD USD. If I'm selling NZD card, I'm selling NZD USD because they work alike. These two pairs move the same way. Just that one is faster, which is NZD card, as you can see. It's already setting up nicely. We already have the break retest. Now I just need the engulfing to continue this trade to the upside. GBP USD, looking for the counter trend. Market just basically went, missed it. And the card never came out to retest. Now the DGen pair I was talking about, let me just show you guys the DGen pair. So this is the DGen pair. It looks very very clean. This was where we capitalized last week, and now as market came back, now this area of interest, you can see market is turning from this area of interest. Here we have 2 days of slowdown, and if you can get today to close engulfing below here, that is below here, I'll pretty much go to sell this trade because of where it is. You can see engulfing here. Let me put this line because this is the next low. The market might react from this low, so I'll just come all the way here. So this basically is for the 1:1. So let's see whether it's 1:2. No, it's not 1:2. That's on the daily 4 hour. We have this 4 hour break. On the retest, we shifted bullish, and at this area here, we shifted bearish. I'm going to show you guys. Now, just stick with me. Now, this is the lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, higher high, higher low, higher high, lower low. This candlestick shifted. This candlestick here shifted bearish. So now this market is bearish at this point, and then we shifted bullish here. This higher low, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, lower low, lower high. This is exactly what I'm looking for since at my area of interest to do, and it's happening here. Now we have the break of the head and shoulder here, so I just need a retest to engulf to continue. So I'm not interested in this pair until I get a break and retest, a break below this area here. That's why my entry is here. So once market gives me a break here, once I get a break here, then I'll be willing to sell it. Remember, this is my DGen trade. It looks very very good, just as it's now among the pairs for the list for the week. So until tomorrow, in fact, I'm not going to be interested in it tomorrow. I'm going to wait for tomorrow London session. If I can get an engulfing by tomorrow London session here, then I'll be interested in it. If not, I'll let it go because it's not among my pair for the week. I still have some pairs cooking up this week. So currently, for now, what I'm interested in is GBP JPY and Euro AUD and NZD card and NZD USD. So for now, these are the pairs that look closest to being ready. NZD CHF, as I told you guys, if we don't get a break above here on 9.3, now you can see we have already lost perfection. We have already lost time just simply waiting for a break above here. You guys can see it. So that's basically it. As I said before, I'll update you guys again once I get a clean trade or once I'm about to enter any trade. Good morning, traders. Today is Wednesday of the challenge. So Monday we had no trades. Tuesday I missed like the perfect trade that could have given me that kickoff, a 1:3 trade. I missed it on Tuesday. That was on USD card. And then Tuesday night I entered two trades. First trade for GPU, this was the DGen trade I told you guys about, and then NZD card was the second trade. I decided to just follow the trend rather than trading against the trend because of how the week was going. No much pairs. GBP JPY was also among the pairs that I posted on the channel, but I just took out two because, as I said before, risking 100 to make 200 each week. That is how I'm doing it. So let me just go to the chart and show you what we have this morning. So let's look at this morning trade. Alright, so that's what I was saying. Now you can see that, okay, let's just go down to the winning pair. So GBP AUD yesterday, so yesterday we had this break retest. Now I think on the 1 hour was where it shifted short. You can see the 1 hour shifted short right here, bullish. So I was like, close the trade, take my smoke. I was like, no, why would I stop a winning trade? I had everything I needed for this trade, and all I had to do was just set and forget. And guess what? It's played out to perfection. Woke up this morning to TP. My TP was what actually woke me up this morning. Plus my students in the Telegram group going out. Now you can see, I'm just showing you guys in the Telegram channel. I'm not the only one profiting from this trade. You can see people making it, more success stories. You guys can see. Let me just keep going on. More success stories. Like this person passed phase 1 with just one trade. Just this trade, he bought a problem this week to follow the challenge, enter just one trade, and he passed phase 1 with it. Let's keep it going. Let's keep it going, guys. This was when I posted it. This was with 1:3. Like, I keep calling this out, guys. So if you want to be part of this exclusive challenge that I'm doing now, just do it to join my Telegram channel and the WhatsApp GC through the Telegram, and I'll keep you guys posted as we did. So GPAD was a very good win, which I'm satisfied with my 1:3. I could have held it longer because of the daily. Now on the daily, I can easily see markets coming to fill up this daily here. For example, coming and I can easily see the daily coming all the way down. But let's not be greedy. 1:3 is a very, very good risk to reward ratio, especially for where we were, because we are on draw now. Yesterday we had loss. Now NZD card was where we had the loss that was annoying. I can see that on NZD card, another unnecessary loss. I got wicked out again, and this is just annoying at this point because we already had the retest. This was already the retest. We already had the break. This was where my entry. We already had the break, the engulfing of the retest to confirm that yes, we are good, we are going, and just for market to shift bearish and then shift back bullish again. So at this point, I wanted to re-enter it at this high. My alert was set here. Was like, there's no point in doing it. At that point, it's going to be a revenge trade for me, and I don't like. And I'm not going to be taking a revenge trade. Plus, I have another setup that is actually going the same way and is actually clean as it is. So we took that loss. GBP We also took this loss on GBP which now that I'm seeing it, I was actually kind of wrong. Alex even said it. I was on this trade actually was selling into support zone. You can see that this is my entry below the support zone now. Where I was wrong was that I did not allow the 4 hour to close. You can see we constantly having rejections from here. If I had waited for the 4 hours, I entered off in 1 hour, I think. So if I waited for the 4 hour candlestick to close, I could have seen this doji, and I could have not entered this trade. But I actually entered off the 1 hour. That was why you can see I entered up to stop loss, which I've learned from my mistakes. Just quick recap on the rest of the trades. USD card I missed is beautiful. We missed it and it's still going. GPNZD among some people actually call this trade. I would like to just break it down for someone who actually call this trade. Let me just quickly show you again. I think it's the same guy. Okay, yeah, it's him. Yeah, this guy. He caught GBPNZD. He used USD card I missed to pass phase to get funded on his account, and then he entered GBPNZD on his personal account, which gave him more money. Like, he's really, really happy about it. The rest of the trade, NZD USD, we already had the break retest. We're looking for counter trends, right? So I told you we're going to follow the trend. Euro AUD, we're looking to buy off the break and retest. Never happened, never entered, avoided loss. You can see we took GBP instead. NZD card, already spoke about this. Euro GBP now is the only trade I'm going to share again this week, because I'm not interested in entering any trade. I'm just looking at it. You can see that we constantly keep rejecting from this 4 hour support zone, as I've said before. So once we get a confirmed break and retest, that's the 4 hour break and retest, then we'll be interested in this. Well, the way market is going, if it doesn't happen today, I don't see this market moving to TP today or tomorrow. Most likely it's next week. Euro NZD, we never got that retest as I'm looking for. You can see market never pulled back to this area. We just had a break, not enough retest. The same thing he did here. Here we had a break. The retest came too much. No break and retest again. We missed it. Now we have the same push, no enough retest, and we have basically missed this trade again. So SNDCHF, which I was looking for the 4 hour to close the way it is. So yes, I like at the 4 hour close. So as the 4 hours close like this, basically we have the left head, right shoulder, break of the neckline of the right shoulder. So I can see here having a bit of a pullback, either a bit of a pullback to continue or just continuations from this side. So basically the only trade I can see getting ready today again is Euro GBP. So this is basically another recap. So as I said, I'll give you guys another update. So once we hit TP on NZD-CHF or whatever happens there, or whenever Euro GBP is ready, I will come back and give you guys another trade update. So till then, see you guys. Morning, ladies and gentlemen. So yesterday, as you guys all know, yesterday was actually kind of bad for us. So you see, yesterday we had two losses. Everything was looking bad and all. The trade wasn't looking good and all. But all I had to do was just stick to what I know, stick to the strategy, and follow my trading plan, and it's paid out to perfection. Now, GBP AUD, we were able to catch a 1 is to 3. As I told you, this week I was going for 1 is to 3s. I was able to catch a 1 is to 3 on GBP AUD. NZD card that we got stopped at is currently in profits now, but I did not re-enter it because I'm on NZD CHF, so I just chose to leave it because I'm already on a profiting pair, and they're both NZD based pairs. So they're both NZD pairs, and they're actually kind of going the same way. So I'm like, okay, just let one run. There's no point of risking the account. If NZD CHF should hit TP, we are done with phase one in the first week of the challenge. Good day, good evening, good morning, good whatever. Well, today brings the end of week one of the challenge. So let me just give you a summary of how this week went. So we started off this week bad with NZD card, which if I had taken a revenge trade, I could have gotten stopped out today again. We took a loss on GBP JPY, a massive 1 is to 3 on GBP AUD. NZD CHF, wow, I have no idea what happened today. I'm not gonna lie, I have no idea what happened today. I don't know, because I checked my Forex Factory, there was no actual news on impacts, and there was no even news on the pair I was trading, which was what gave me joy for NZD CHF. Just for me, from going to a 1 to 1 on my trade, which if I had hit TP on that trade, phase one of the challenge could have been done on the first week, which could have been massive. Starting of the week, starting of the challenge and finishing phase one on the first week, it would have been very, very massive. But I guess the market had other plans. So I just checked all the pairs now, and I saw that whatever happened with gold, I don't know how it correlates. I don't know how XAU USD, which was USD base pair, have a correlation with NZD CHF. So guys, if you know what happened on Thursday that made almost all the pairs to dump massively or buy massively, you can drop a comment in the chat to let me know. So that is basically what happened, because I'm going to show you guys in a bit. I'm just giving you a recap of what happened. So that is basically it. Avoided some losses, missed some good trades. So let's get to the video. Let me show you guys. Guys, just as I was saying, today being Thursday, so let's just go right. So yesterday, after I called GBP and everything GBP did, we had GBP on good trade. We were able to profit the 1 to 3 on GBP. As you guys can see, this trade was beauty. 1 to 3 cuts. We had our break retest, everything we needed for this trade. This was an absolute Picasso. Beautiful, beautiful trade over here. We were able to. Now, this was yesterday trade. Let me show you guys NZD card and what it did. So NZD card, we got stopped out, went into profit. For some reason, we had a shift of structure above here, and then went back into stop loss. So if I had entered this trade again, I would have gotten stopped out twice. So I avoided a loss just by following my trading plan and not doing revenge trade. So NZD card was the trade that took us into drawdown below our starting balance, and GBP JPY2 took us below our starting balance over here. I explained earlier on the reason why I took this loss. I did not wait for the 4 hour to close. I was entering just strictly on the 1 hour. So after having these two losses, GBP did us the best. 1 to 3 brought us back into massive profits. If I should go to the 40 pips, I'm going to show you guys. On the top screen here, you're going to see this is a screenshot of it before the news. This is a screenshot of the level where we're at before the news. You can see where the balance is. We're at $5,096 before the news, and we had a floating profit, massive floating profit. Now, after the news, I'm going to show you guys what happened next. So, after having those massive wins, now we entered NZD CHF, risking $100. Now, remember, to pass phase one, we need $400, and currently we're already up 96. And this trade was a 1 to 3 we're going for. And if we had hit that 1 to 3, that was because it was $300 plus our 96. Basically, I could have tried to squeeze up to make it just 400 to pass it this week. But I have no idea what happened. You can see it here. We had this massive push down, and now we're having the buys. I was considering going for a degen trade here, for going a very quick trade here. That's only 30 minutes. You can see it's already building up, which I might end up doing, but I really doubt I'm going to enter this trade. Reason being, today is already Friday night. I can't see this market pushing all the way up here after this kind of massive move. Plus, we are still very, very much bearish on this trade. You can see higher, high, higher, low, higher, high, lower, low. We are bearish on all time frame, 1 hour, 2 hour, 4 hour. We are bearish. So if we were at least bullish, if we didn't have a shift of structure above here, I could have considered entering this trade now. But since we are bearish, I don't see any point in risking it when I can just close with the balance I have now, and next week we go for better trades. So if this market actually push up here and fill up here, we just have the continuation push to the upside tomorrow. But I don't really see anything happening on this market actually. We might just end up stalling around here throughout tomorrow, and then maybe next week just continue the push, which will not give us any entry signals. You understand? So that is basically it. So let me show you guys the funny bips. You can see the funny bips. As I showed you the balance before, now this is the balance time. So we're up 5,096 earlier today. Now up 5,055. We lost about $40 here, and you can see we reached about 5,184. And the goal for this week was to reach to 5,200. So you can see we're really close to our goal for the week. Just for I don't know what happened. I don't know what news happened. Yeah, I knew that gold dumped hard, but I did not expect gold to affect other currency pairs, which is not a normal thing to do. You can see this our journal. We're up 13% now. We're up 24% initially, but now we are up 13%. That is basically everything here. So guys, this is basically I'm not okay. And also you can see this my friend that posted what gold did. Now let me go to mine. You can see minus me missing trades are not achieving my goal for the week. A lot of people actually achieved their goal for the week. Caught a beautiful trades with the trades I gave out. Now let me show you guys. So as I did in the former video, you can see that I keep posting it every single time on the Telegram and the WhatsApp channel, just to make sure that everybody is interested and you pick the one you like the most and you take it. Now this person, you can see she caught 6 trades out of the trades I gave. She caught about 6 good trades about all the trades I analyzed. He was able to pass phase 1 of his funded account and phase 1 of his prop account, and was able to trade the next pair, which I did not enter, but he entered the next pair, GPNZD, on his personal account, which he made massive profits for. These other students, you can see the other student was able to pass phase 1 of his account that he bought yesterday or Wednesday, pass phase 1 with GPAUD, and now he's going to trade phase 2 next week. You can see every single thing I do, I document it and I post it here. You can see students passing funded account with trades that I'm giving out here. So you guys should do it to join the channel so that you can continue this. Do it to join. Use the link on my bio to join my Telegram channel so that you can get access to this every single week. Now just a little recap of the trade before I'm done with this video, because you can see this trade is looking actually good to enter. It's just that at this point, if I'm entering the trade at this point, it's just basically an emotional trade. Honestly, I'm not gonna lie, it's going to be an emotional trade because I was not meant to take a loss here. Already in profits, had a retracement for no good reason. If I had waited for the 4 hour to close, it would have not closed below here, and I could have still been in a bit of a profit, because this is actually the trade that I took. The trade I took here. The trade I took. So I would have still been in profits. But at the point when that thing happened, it was a news that happened out of nowhere. So I got emotional. I don't want to be involved in something that was not planned for. The news that was not accounted for just happened, and it's not something I have to be involved in. So if markets can actually do give me a break and maybe pull back with doji reactions from now till tomorrow morning, I might consider entering it, having a very tight stop loss. But if it doesn't do that, which the market never does what I want it to do whenever it's on a Friday, so I can't really see myself entering this trade. Well, if I should enter it, I'm going to do another video and update you guys if I should enter this particular trade. So Euro NZD never gave us that retest we wanted. Just went straight to our 1 to 3 risk to reward ratio. So we will not take this trade. Moving it. Euro GBP. Patience pays on this pair. Patience actually pays on this pair, because most people could have been saying, it's bearish, let us enter the trade off this bearish candlestick here. Yes, you could have been profitable. You could have decided to hold it, and now you'll be in consolidation whether to close or not. Why? Because this market has not broken structure. It keeps rejecting from a 4 hour area of interest. Let this just wait a little bit, let the trade load. Come on. Here we go. So you can see that on the 4 hour, let me just go to the 4 hour straight. On the 4 hour, you can see that we are rejecting this area on the 4 hour. We are rejecting this area on the 4 hour for a while now. And look at, guess what? We are doing the same thing as we came here, rejecting this area. So I can't possibly be selling to a support zone. I need it to break that support and make it the resistance zone to enter. So I've entered that GBP JPY loss, NZD card a loss, Euro AUD. We never got this counter trend, and honestly, GBP AUD and Euro AUD, they're going the same direction. So this looks like a good trade to enter currently, but it's not what I was looking for. This counter trend or below this area of interest, which I have not actually done any proper analysis on to know what to do. And we are actually bullish. You can see that on the GBP AUD here, we are bullish. You can see this bullish retracement. Same thing here. So I can't be selling off when we are bullish. The same thing way I cannot be buying NZD when we are bearish. If only I had a good shift of structure, which I can just see this market coming all the way back down to fill up this thing it did here. But I don't want to risk it. It's not worth it. It's not worth risking it. Because tomorrow is Friday. What is the point of trying to be greedy and risking? Because if I was actually greedy on GBP AUD, my 1:3 we could have turned it to whatever it is now, which I could have closed up here being emotional. So avoiding being greedy will help you not make some kind of mistakes. Now NZD USD, no proper tests, continue going. USD card, first trade for the week, we missed it. This is absolute beauty, but we missed it. This week like past us did. Like I had a lot of good trades that could have helped us pass the first phase of this challenge in the first week. Just that I missed a lot. I missed the main trades. GBP LZD, as I told you, someone caught this trade that gave him a personal profits in his personal account. You can see it's beautifully pushed to the downside. GBP USD never retested our area of interest, no counter trend. We didn't enter this trade. AD card is having that massive move now. I needed this to happen here so that I could enter off the breaker retest. So not interested in this. So that's basically all the pairs that gave us for the week. And this is basically a recap of how the week went. So the first week is not good, but at least we ended up in profits. It's basically we ended up the way we started, which is basically we are going back next week just the way we started this week. So hopefully next week I'm going to do the same thing, risking $100 for a 1:3. So I don't think one good trade next week. 100 for a 1:3 weeks reward ratio, and that should give me about $300 if I add it to the 50 something I already have now. So let's see where I can get a 1:4 next week, and that is just going to help us risking 50 for 1:2, 50 for 1:2. Yeah, if I can get two good trades, risking $50 each trade for a 1:2, 1:2, that will give me about what I need. Yeah, to give me about what I need. So let's see if we can go for a 1:4 next week. 1:4 risk to reward ratio next week. If we can't, there's no point pushing it. We'll go for 1:3 and then we'll look for another trade to just complete it off for next week. So see you guys next week. Hope you all caught good trades, and I'm just going to go on with the weekly analysis, and I'll drop the video for that next week. So see you guys later.